the chocolates.
What the frick is that?
We got the chocolates.
Don't they do dad jokes?
We got the chocolates.
Wait, there's a podcast?
Yes.
Really?
Scouts, welcome back to another episode of the We Got the Chocolates podcast. I'm Lee.
I'm Skint.
And I'm Gode.
And this is Jana here. Hello, Jana.
Hi.
Welcome back. Migas is over here. He started the camera, so he is still filming it. Don't you worry about that. But Jana, we try to get you on monthly.
Yeah, it's going really well.
I'm not sure how many months it's been since you last were here.
Several. I don't know.
That's good. It was this year.
4? 5?
Four.
I don't know.
So we try to get you on quad monthly. No, we will actually pick up the frequency a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyway, you've probably arrived, not you, Jana, but you, as you're listening, have probably arrived by accident. But stay for a laugh. We Got the Chocolates, that's a win. Now, it's not the most downloaded podcast in the world yet, but we keep taking our learnings and putting them into practice, so it's well on the way. You may as well get on board now. That's my call to action.
Nice.
What do you think
I
of that?
like the yet.
Not happy, Gode?
No, it's some of your best work as per usual.
Thank you.
I never doubt anything you do
Excellent.
in life. Well,
And-
actually, mainly in life, but like once we sort of step on the
What else could
like just all your things you do like outside of this, I doubt a lot what you do. But like, yeah, it
Been
just
faultless so far in death.
yeah.
Gee, okay.
It's quite a morbid story.
Yeah, wow.
Jesus.
Thank you. Anyway, and do keep listening because later in the app, we'll take you behind the scenes on the day that changed the Chocs forever. And a day where Gode was the biggest contributor, which we wouldn't always say around here, particularly when it comes to editing, I don't think. Is that fair, Gode?
That's
not offensive.
fair. That's definitely fair.
Okay, excellent. Now, Jana, firstly, though,
Yeah.
before we get to that, let's start with you. I've written here Jana's Coop, in brackets, not a scoop, but a coop.
It's a coop.
Yeah.
We have chickens.
It's like
It's
your
official.
house is quite... I just would never have imagined it to be a chicken housing operation.
Yeah, I desperately want to move to a farm,
Oh, right.
and Matt's not into the idea, so I'm just bringing the farm to my own house.
Bringing the farm
It
to
took
us.
me
It's a
3
bad
years
deal.
of talking about chickens to finally get chickens, but now we have 4 of them.
So
and
this is
it's
more
been
of a you
delightful
thing.
time. Yes, very
love
much.
the chickens.
Oh, huge animal fan. But yeah, the chickens have been my...
Do you have any other animals? Like, do you have like a normal
We have
animal?
2 dogs. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's
Yeah.
fine then. Play on.
You can only have chickens if you've got 2 dogs.
No, it's just more. It's a weird place to start.
It's
with
a weird
animals.
place to
you know
start,
What I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you say, "Oh, I'm going to get a pet. I'm going to get a fucking goanna." You know,
Yeah.
like it's just like that's
People
a
do
ridiculous
that.
thing to do. Yeah,
People
I know.
do that.
Different people though.
Actually, well, Jana, you've once been on the podcast where you talked about the
Yeah, top
I think
pets.
top 10 pets.
Yeah.
And I don't know if goanna
No,
was
I
in
think
there, but
I think lizards were.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really
Snakes
remember.
and things.
there were some
Snakes
weird ones.
definitely were.
But then you've also been on the podcast when we named your guinea pig, which I don't
Yes,
think you
which
ended
we
up
never
getting.
got. Yeah, because Matt vetoed it.
But at least I had names if you were to get them.
That yeah, I mean, look, it took me 3 years to work on the chickens, so give me another 2 to work on the guinea pigs.
But they're going well. The life is
Yeah, they're loving
excellent
it. They're
for the
loving
chickens.
it.
Why did it take 3 years? Why did you want chickens so badly, and what was the hesitation for 3 years?
Why would you not want chickens?
Well, I don't eat eggs.
Fair. Such a fair. Do you know though, chickens are very cuddly.
Oh, okay.
They like love a little cuddle. It's very nice.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right.
And you had 4 to name.
We had 4 to name. Well,
Yep.
it's my daughter's birthday present because she has chickens at her kindy, and that was a really big draw card because that's like her favorite thing about her kindy. So I said to Matt, "What a wonderful idea for her 4th birthday."
Hang on a second. So what I'm hearing is you wanted chickens and
Yes.
you've used your daughter's
Yes.
birthday to get chickens
Absolutely.
for her,
Yeah.
but they're actually for you.
Yep.
It's a smart play.
Wow.
It's bold.
She's super into the idea.
Yeah.
Like we were both, I would say, equally excited.
Okay.
I just am the adult, so I have the decision making ability.
Yeah. Okay.
So technically, I was advocating. Advocating for what my daughter wanted.
yeah, you were basically just
Someone's
by
got to do
proxy.
it. Yeah.
Correct.
And are any now named Jennifer Aniston?
No.
What did you go with?
So what did my daughter go with?
Oh.
So because they were her pets, we said you can name them anything. And for weeks leading up, there was several conversations about what we wanted to name these chickens, and then she kept changing her mind. But anyway, she settled on Rosie, who's a teacher of hers at her kindy. She wanted to name one Miss Mel, who is her main educator, and not Mel, Miss Mel, but we kind of steered her out of that because it's like, I don't want to name all the chickens her kindergarten teachers. So then she just said Sparkle out of nowhere. So one is Sparkle. We've got Sparkle, we've got Rosie, we've got Tiana, who's her favorite Disney princess. And then just out of left field, she says Soup.
Oh.
Well, that can't be a great omen for that poor chicken.
The fifth one they get's going to be Salt.
And it was funny because in the lead up, Matt and I were toying and joking, saying like, oh yeah, do we name one, Wing and Drumstick and Nugget and things like that. Never volleyed the name Soup, but then Remy just out of nowhere said Soup, and she was set on it the minute she said it.
Crikey.
So yeah, we've got Rosie, we've got Sparkle, we've got Tiana, and Soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm flat that Miss Mel didn't make it in. As a kindergarten teacher, would you be flattered by having
I don't know. That was part of I was like, I don't know if I would want to be named after a chicken.
Yeah.
But maybe.
Well, the chicken would be named after her.
Quite a nice tribute, I guess.
Fair.
It would have been better if a kindergarten teacher's name was like Boris Pecker or something.
It would have worked.
That would have worked a lot better.
Just a quick side note though. Like, I don't know if your name's Boris if you're getting into kindergarten teaching. You're
not dropping your kids
No,
off.
I just reckon that there will be not one kindergarten teacher who listens to us named Boris.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, big cool.
Would there
Okay.
be any human named Boris
Boris Becker.
that listens to us?
Boris Becker.
If your name is Boris,
Yeah.
You may as well write
in
in.
touch.
Yeah.
Actually, and speaking of, let's get to listen to the Chocs. It's a perfect time. Listen to all the Borises out there.
Don't say Boris again.
To the Chocs.
Had the Keith issue last week. Now we're going to the Boris issue.
Which would you say is the worst name out of Keith and Boris?
Boris.
Do you know? Okay. Do you know?
Disagree wholeheartedly.
are you serious?
100%. Could not be more serious.
You'd rather be named Boris than Keith.
but does Keith bear more weight for you because of the way that you guys use it?
Yeah.
I think objectively as a name, Boris is
Nah, but
way
so
worse.
we-
And I'm so sorry if your name is Boris.
So we use Boris as a term. Like, I'm just going to go, hang it, Boris.
Oh, right. Okay. I see what you're saying. Well, that's not flattering as a name.
No.
I'd rather be named after a chicken than that.
Yeah, I would too.
Call me Miss Mel any day rather than Boris.
Yeah, no, Boris is significantly worse. Again, sorry if your name is Boris. It's
Yeah.
not your fault.
Also, sorry if your name is Keith because we haven't spoke particularly favourably of that name either. Or Derek, potentially. We have a cousin
Derek.
named Derek, which is a shame.
No,
and he
I
actually
keep-
does
Fine
listen.
bloke, yeah.
He's a good bloke.
Is he?
He's a really nice
Great,
fella.
fantastic.
And every time you
I don't
say
know why we use these names. All the people we know with these names are lovely people.
Cody
no
would just
sense.
come in and say like, oh, he's an absolute Derek. And every time I think about my poor cousin, this right. Sorry.
I'll stop saying.
All right, I've got a written. This is from wegotthechocolates.com.au is the website, and we've got a lot of fact checking done here. We've noticed. So last week we spoke about orcas or killer whales. Hi lads, Dave from Bristol, UK here. I was watching episode 286 on YouTube and had to pause to educate you guys on the utter crap you were talking about orcas. In brackets, said with love. That's nice.
Thanks, Dan.
Say anything mean there and then just say said with love in brackets.
Yeah. I hate you
No
and your family.
offense.
Said with love.
Orcas are killers, just they don't kill people. Their name is a misunderstanding or translation of the name whale killer because they kill and eat other whales along with seals, penguins, sharks, among other things. Also, this might blow your mind, and I like how you said blow there because that's a whale thing. They are actually a member of the dolphin family, so not really whales. I mean, you could be forgiven for thinking they're whales given the name's killer whales.
Yeah. Also, yep.
But I'll continue.
Please.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Although both dolphins and orcas belong to the toothless whale family, so technically orcas are whales, but in the same way as a dolphin is technically a whale. That's confusing.
Yeah, that's not helpful. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
so you could also
Did
be
you not-
forgiven for thinking they're whales, given they are technically whales. So then go on to elaborate.
Did
Anyway.
you guys ever watch that documentary? What's that? Blackfish? What's that?
Oh, I heard a lot of people talking
That
about
was
that. but I never watched
terrifying.
it.
I've
Anyway.
never heard about this once. What is it?
It's just a documentary about the orcas at SeaWorld in America.
Oh.
They
yeah.
did legitimately kill people.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
2. Anyway, terrifying.
Yeah, yeah. Because last week I said killer whales haven't killed any people. I did specify wild killer whales haven't
Yeah.
killed anyone. The captive ones, they'll get you. They don't really like being in tanks.
You're
Which
a
is quite fair.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
I'd be mad too.
stickler for detail, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you'd be off it if you're in a tank your whole life.
Yeah, I can't imagine that'd be good. I also watched a documentary last night, which was equally as morbid about the Astro World.
Matt's watched
tragedy.
that. Yeah.
That was loose. Remember the Travis Scott
People got,
festival
like,
that he did
trampled?
where people got
Yeah.
trampled?
Yeah, yuck.
Horrendous.
Anyway, it's like an interesting watch, but you can't really say it's a good watch. I wouldn't say that would make you a bit weird, but it's interesting to watch.
Let's get to the
Yikes.
happiest thing.
Anyway, the end of that from Dave was, you could say I'm Dave the Brit who knows way more shit than you bloody idiots. Yep, good.
But
No,
still,
fair enough, Dave. We
not
appreciate
sure
it.
if it's a whale or a dolphin.
We don't. No, we're both equally one and the same, I think.
And I mean, I think at the end of the day, who actually cares?
Dave, by the sounds, Dave does quite like
You know what I'm saying?
Marine biologists
it actually
probably
doesn't, it doesn't,
care.
yeah, but it doesn't really matter though. It's not affecting you day to day though.
Not
Yeah.
mine. I'm not a marine
I
biologist.
think about it often.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But it might be affecting him, Dave to Dave, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, sorry.
No, don't be sorry, mate. Just keep going with it.
Yeah, well, the way Jana's looking at me is the reason I'm saying that. We also got some left on you can leave some on the Choc line, a voice recording from Emily.
Hey guys, Emily from Brisbane here, watching State of Origin Game 2, and after Queensland's first try, they interviewed the one and only coach of Queensland, and he said, and I quote, "We got the chocolates there." Super proud of you guys. Iconic line. Hope you're enjoying it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Emily. And thank you, Billy. And we are proud of that's quite an achievement. To have Billy say to say, "We got the chocolates," I would say. And there's only one reason he would have said it.
And the line that we created.
Yes.
We invented it ourselves.
We invented it. We made it up. No one had
Had
said
never
it before.
been said before.
Not once.
Now it's just common lingo everywhere out in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, after the first try, interesting time to say it, hadn't gotten the chocolates at that
No.
point and nearly lost the chocolates.
Nearly spilled the chocolates, you could say.
Yeah, I was confused by that, but
Yeah.
that's okay. Billy knew what he was doing.
It's fine. In Billy we trust.
Yeah. Also, Emily in Brisbane, that does give us a good reason to give the sort of meet and greet, where we don't call a meet and greet because it's a bit weird and it sounds arrogant. So we've now called it, I think, the Chocs Chinwag, and that is in Brisbane. So you can come to it, Emily, on the 18th of July at Easy Times. I feel like at Easy Times Brewery, which is across from the Gabba, starting time from any time from 3 p.m. onwards. I feel like we have said it once on the podcast, but when I listen back, it almost sounded like we were joking. It's 100% a real event. Like if you come to it, that we will be there.
Yeah.
And hopefully other people as well. It's just
It'd
us
be-
and Emily.
otherwise,
and Billy
you guys are going to
Slater.
have a great time.
I'll probably still have a beer regardless if
Yeah.
other people are there or not.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's a real thing. So I just wanted to take that moment to let you know. We've got, I think, time for one more.
May as well.
Yeah, we may as well here. Who's this from? I'm not sure.
Fellas, just flew in from site, driving home, listened to the latest episode, and I had this brainwave. I just got to send it in before I forget. Your fundamental segment. So your jingle, Ain't It Fun by Parody More, obviously. And then Ain't It Fundamentals, right? And then you just go like, learning how to play cricket or whatever. And job done. You're welcome. Send me my royalty check. Thanks, fellas.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Didn't catch his name, so it's going to be hard to send him a royalty check. But great idea. That was Fundamentals, where we try to explain cricket for anyone that doesn't know it. And we got a lot of
My
messages saying
favourite segment.
they've never been more confused.
Yeah. We also got like this far into explaining cricket. I think we get to the end of the over. We haven't gotten to like runs.
I think there's still a ball
wickets.
left, I think.
We explained. Shut up. We explained what an over is. We haven't gotten like runs, wickets, nothing useful, winning, losing, drawing, tying. We didn't really make it very far at all.
Well,
Wait,
we
you-
didn't have a jingle.
What
That's
if
our
you
problem.
what if you get to Duckworth Lewis?
Oh my god,
We're never getting there.
That's not happening.
We would never get to Duckworth
I couldn't
on this podcast.
Yeah, I can't explain Duckworth Lewis because I don't understand it.
Also, I don't either. Jana does.
Sorry, I actually checked out
Yeah,
for a
that's
minute there.
All right. Well, that was Listen to the Chocs, which means that it is. I foreshadowed this at the start of the episode, but I've also got a sound grab for the Hole in One Challenge review.
They say the odds of getting a hole in one are around 1 in 12,500.
Go in the hole.
Go!
Oh my God!
Today we've got 4 average golfers, plenty of balls, 10 hours on the clock, and a goal to defy the odds. Oh my god! Oh my skin, that's nowhere near it.
Shut up!
Certainly over it, but I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm done.
I'm getting frustrated. Okay. Okay.
Stop mucking around.
Okay. Are we there? Yeah, we're there. They go in!
It's good. So by now, I'm hoping that you have seen the hole-in-one moment. If not the well, hopefully the full video. In fact, not just the moment, but if not the full video, then the moment of it going in. And it's one of the best kept secrets we've ever kept, I would say, because we've talked about the hole-in-one challenge for the last 3.5 years while we've been editing it.
Yeah.
And we've never once revealed that we did actually get one. So this is the first time that we can speak freely on that topic of the fact that one did drop. And I do say we, but it was really just Gode.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, and the good thing about this hole-in-one, a lot of people do get hole-in-ones, but there's no proof of it. They just rock up and they take a photo and like pull the ball out of the cup and say,
Like they caught a fish.
hole-in-one, got it. Yeah, exactly, caught a fish. Hat fishing.
Yeah.
That was before we started recording, so that's a weird joke, but I'll explain it one day.
Yeah.
But in this case, the whole thing is on camera. And even better than that, the previous 9 hours are also on camera.
Just what you want.
Which is just wonderful. It was excellent for everyone. So, yeah, that's live. We'd love you to watch it on YouTube. But we'd also love to finally be able to freely speak about it. So, Gode, we all witnessed it. And there's some great comments here from the first couple of days of it being live on YouTube. One from Josh. My grandpa always told me stories of the great hole-in-one video that might come out one day. The day has finally come. Wish I could have watched this week.
I think that's more of a go at other people, not me.
I think that's more of a go at the time. How long ago did we film
We
it?
filmed it on April 28th. So what's that? It's been like 3 months maybe?
It wasn't that bad. It was a day less than 2 months.
A day less than 2 months.
Yes.
Mate, that is rapid turnaround. What more do you want
I
from
think
us?
it was more the issue of, I think we promised it a bit quicker than that. I'll just say that.
That's true. We did talk about 2 weeks. We're really good at what is it? Where you're
Over-promising and
yeah,
under-delivering.
that's what
But
we
see,
do.
yeah, over-promising, but see, not under-delivering.
Well, it's
'cause-
not under-delivering if you
Well, firstly, if you
Make a
don't deliver,
phenomenal
but
video.
also when you do deliver, make it the greatest video probably that's ever been on YouTube.
Whoa, okay.
True. Jana, actually, did you forget that we did it? Because your husband was in here the day after we filmed it. So I would say it would have been fresh on your
Yeah, I
mind for a
forgot
while.
about it. I'm so sorry.
No,
it was a
that's all
great
right.
video, but
Have you
Yeah,
ever got a
definitely.
hole-in-one before?
never played golf.
Okay.
That would make it hard.
I've driven a golf buggy.
I thought you were going to say Volkswagen Golf because they are wonderful people.
No, neither. I haven't done that either, but
Yeah,
I
neither.
would love to if they're listening. That'd be
Amazing.
wonderful people.
Play golf or both?
Both. Truly
excellent.
both.
Well, we're happy to take you to play golf.
I'll play golf.
It's not great with us. Gode would be good to play with.
I'll be terrible, but I'll play it.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should play
If I
with
can
us
drive
then.
the buggy, I'll be very happy.
I don't think you could be much worse than I was on that hole in one day.
All right, keep an
I
eye
hit
out for
them
that video in the next
every-
4.5 years.
Great video. Can Jana get a hole in
Can
one before
Jana?
skin?
The answer is no.
I don't know. I reckon there's a chair. They're equal chairs. Anyway, back to some more of these comments from Sarah. When you ran down to the hole, it hella reminded me of the Teletubbies when they get excited.
Oh,
Oh, that's fucking harsh, Sarah.
I've never seen the Teletubbies run.
I thought that
Is
was
that accurate?
pretty accurate.
To be fair,
Such a good comment.
We were all corked.
Yeah.
that's phenomenal.
And
Oh, I love that. Well done.
I mean, the hole was 120 meters, but it's like, let's say 140 meters. Like, it's
Obviously.
yeah. They're gonna,
160 by the end of the
yeah,
episode.
GST, right?
Yeah.
That's a good sprint. And we sprinted, right?
I was going to say,
as much as we could.
someone said the hole, someone
Half a
else
entry.
commented the hole looks short. And I was like, I just watched a sprint full pelt and the video went for like 14 seconds.
Yeah.
So,
So
we're
it was
really
40
slow
meters.
at running.
That's a great comment.
But anyway,
Is
the
that
Teletubby
Sarah?
things from
well
Sarah.
done, Sarah.
And then from Mike as well, long-time listener, first-time commenter here. Every week I give up 45 minutes of my time to listen to my 4 favourite idiots wax lyrical and try to make me laugh. I don't actually know what wax lyrical means, side note. I've read that before. I assume it means No idea.
Yeah.
No idea. Let's look it up.
Yapping.
Yeah, yapping. Okay. Today I spent 26 minutes watching the same four beautiful idiots try to sink a tiny ball in a tiny hole. I laughed and hoped and pleaded along with the boys, and at the end I wept tears of joy as Australia's best loved Ginger made the final swing and finally got the chocolates. Excellent job as always. Keep it coming. 1 star.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
good.
So that's a
Real
lovely.
sound.
That is a lovely thing. But Gode, the real reason that I'm recapping this hole-in-one video is I do hope that you have some sort of acceptance speech ready, because Skin, if you just reach behind you, gosh, I hope this works. Well, it's
I thought you were
not,
going
so
for your
that's a
Velcro
shame.
ball up there.
Oh, I see
I
it.
had like
I
this
see it.
really cool backing track that's just not working, so that's a shame.
Ah, so
Is
Put
it
it in
that?
the
Can we fix it in post?
Fix
Surely.
it in post.
think
Okay,
it's
so
that.
as you're hearing just this like low, nice music bed that I selected that sounds very triumphant, here is our presentation ceremony
Oh, I've dropped
for Andrew.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
If that's
Why would you not glue that?
Just take the lid off your goose.
Wait, does that come off?
oh my God. Is
Why
it
would you not glue that down?
Well, we can then that'll probably the
Oh,
ball.
I've done it again.
Yeah, we can probably super glue the ball down. We just wanted to present it to Gode first.
if that's not the greatest thing since sliced bread, I'm not sure what is.
Well,
Yeah.
if
You're gonna have to
were
balance it real
If it
careful.
was stable, it would be the
yeah,
greatest.
maybe just
Oh,
give it to
my-
Gode. Can you present it to him so he at least gets to touch it before?
And-
I would
and
like
the
to
ball
do it
as
with
well.
The ball on the tee.
You have
but I
blue
can't.
tack? Like, what's going on?
Oh
This is
my
so bad.
God.
Thank you.
Well,
It's
yeah.
like one of those child puzzles where you're trying to
So the idea is that is the actual hole-in-one ball, which someone did ask about. Where did it go? Did Lee take it home? And yes, I did take it home.
Yeah, we put it in your pocket.
Yeah, but I took it home and then got that organised. It says on it, actually, Andrew Gode, we got the chocolates, hole-in-one, and what's it say at the bottom there, Gode?
28th of April, 2025, 4:58 p.m.
True.
What time do the carts have to go back?
They had to be back at 5
Yeah.
o'clock.
Well done.
4:59 probably to be early, because if you're not early, you're late.
See, if Hollywood wrote a movie about that, they go, nah, it's not
Just
believable.
couldn't happen.
Yeah.
Not believable.
Couldn't happen like
Yeah,
that.
someone else commented on the full YouTube video, this has to be scripted.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're not good enough at writing.
The boys are not organised enough for that.
No, in fact, we wanted to get it done at 10 so we could play golf
Yeah,
that afternoon.
we had 9 holes and 9 beers planned.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
our script.
Yeah.
That was the script we came up with. So anyway, well done, Gode. I
No,
hope you
that
appreciate
is I don't even know where like I'm going to put that. It's either going like I'll take my wedding photos down and put it on next to where that was.
Straight to the pool room.
Or I don't know. Should we leave it in here somewhere? I
Yeah,
don't know.
we need to get you some sort of
I
backdrop
don't know.
situation.
Somewhere it can just live forever in Chocs history.
Yeah.
I can probably put it back where it was a minute ago.
I reckon
If you
start with
Put
that.
it next to the
already.
Maybe let's get some blue tack for it first
Yeah.
so it stays there.
Put it next to the duck.
Anyway, led to an interesting debate, by the way, on the weekend. I'll just cut that music down.
Oh, nice. Oh, that was great music though.
It was good music, yeah. Just lower that. But it led to a great debate on the weekend between Cody. I had this debate with Cody, who is my brother-in-law if everyone was married. Now, no one is actually married, but it just takes too long to describe.
Couldn't agree more.
Otherwise.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll just say brother-in-law.
But explaining that didn't take long at all.
Yeah. Anyway, we were saying, because I went 10-pin bowling on Friday night, what's harder to achieve, a hole-in-one or a perfect game, 12 strikes in a row, 10-pin bowling?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, a perfect game. And not even close.
Really?
So you have to do 12 perfect balls there. You can accidentally get one in for a hole in one. You've got a hole in one.
This was
I wouldn't say I'm very good at temp and bowling, but I
12 strikes in a row. You're more chance of getting 12
reckon
strikes
I've
in a row.
gotten 7 or 8 in a game.
Wait, you're saying
I'm
the
saying-
perfect game's harder?
By
No
by the length.
shot. I mean, not that I've got. Nah.
Not,
We should
not-
test this.
It's not even close, in
How do
my
you
opinion.
figure?
12 strikes in a row.
I agree
Yes.
with what Cody's saying. I think that more people could like knife one and it go in the hole than to be.
Well, you even that day, right? Like you hit him like a busted ass that day, and literally, like you were that close to jarring one. Like you're not going to
once.
go. Yeah,
How can we
that's,
test
that's you
this?
only need one. You need fucking 12 of them in 10-pin bowling.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you need that one to go in, and it did not.
Okay,
But it's not
I,
that
And we were
hard.
there all day.
I reckon I'd give you a month and you wouldn't bowl a perfect game,
Ooh.
and not even. And like I'd give. You know what? I'll give you a year.
I
Yeah,
feel
a
like
year
I've
in a bowling.
played 10-pin bowling before, and you go through a
Yeah.
game and you get
I
like
can't
a
actually
good,
believe we're having this argument.
you
This
get
is the
like a
most-
good number of strikes, and it's like you've
I
got a
feel
big
like
heavy
that
ball
too.
that just has to knock over 10 light pins. You
It's
just
not
got to get
that
it
hard.
somewhere near the middle of the thing. Like,
Cody,
yeah, I
I-
can
I-
bet.
my head is about to explode.
you know how you love maths?
Yeah.
the chances of getting a hole in one, do you remember what they are?
1 in 12,000 or something like that.
12,500. Do you know what the chance of getting a perfect game
1 in 2,436,000.
11,500.
Is that exactly the same?
No, 1,000.
That is ridiculous.
1,000 less. Wait.
Yeah, so,
I will.
so I'm more likely to get a perfect game, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is no.
According to the maths.
Well,
Because I
I mean,
looked it up.
No,
The maths-
no,
the maths doesn't lie.
no,
Maths
no.
doesn't lie.
Okay, well, let me finish with this then, Gode. What's more likely? Skin getting a perfect game or you and I getting through an entire podcast episode without telling one pun?
So what's more likely?
Yeah.
We getting through an episode without telling a pun.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's impossible.
Yeah.
You two can't get
I'm
through a
so
fucking
sorry.
sentence.
I'm going to say,
without telling
and I don't. This
No
is
puns for the rest of
no
the
doubting your bowling ability, right? No doubting. I'll give you a year to live in a bowling alley. I don't think you'd bowl a perfect game.
I think he gets it within 2 days.
Yeah, 100%. Every time you miss, you can start again. Is like it's
Every time you miss in golf, you can start again.
well, yeah, and but the ball is hole is so tiny
Yeah,
and so
no.
far away, and I'm so shit.
But it's 12 in a row.
Wait, when was
yeah,
the
but
last
the
time
pins are right there.
When was the last time you played Tevin bowling?
I play with the kids on the weekend.
There you go.
So you just
Fine.
suck at it.
No, fine. Like,
It's
Tevin-
fine.
9 in a row.
yeah, no. I only got a 270. It's for mine. It's not even in the conversation. All right. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
okay.
Well, this will have to somehow we're going to have to debate this
Interesting.
at some other point. But
Yeah.
let's move on. Skinner,
Anyone
tell
has
you what you-
ideas on how to test this?
Yeah.
It's really easy. I think we have a race.
Well, I tell you what, you will miss,
like it.
Skin, is your family if you live in a bowling alley for a year.
Maeve loves bowling.
What?
Or at least she will.
She certainly will. Yeah, real she knows.
You know, actually, on that side note, is I reckon you and I could do a challenge one podcast episode where you and I don't tell a pun, and we just have to sit here and not say what we're thinking.
It will be our least funny episode.
Nah, I reckon it'd be more funny because you and I will be sitting there in silence going like this.
And everyone will be trying
Which
to
is
read out
super,
more.
Yeah.
super entertaining to listen to a silent podcast.
Or we write him down.
The episode will go 3.5 hours.
No, just at the end of the 45 minutes. Just reveal the 12 puns.
12 is a conservative number.
I'm not sure where we're wrapping that segment up, but
No, it doesn't matter.
it's fine.
We're on to a Namestorm. Dominant bloody.
And you're standing there without a name. So we'll give you one you cannot claim. You're getting lazier with your segment introduction. You used to do a really good one for this. What did you used to say about Namestorms?
Where we give the ordinary an extraordinary name or something like that.
Well done. Yeah, exactly.
No,
Exactly.
but see, I'm subconsciously trying to make you do it for me.
It's working.
I know it is. I've known you for 15 or 20 years.
What's
I know.
that called? Weaponized and
Yeah, it's gaslighting nearly.
Gaslighting?
Yeah.
Eloise
Catfishing?
accused me of that the other day. That was good.
What'd you do?
Asked her which cleaning products to use on the shower.
And what did she say? You gaslighting?
It's weaponized
Weaponized
in
in
confidence,
confidence.
and I can just Google it basically. And
I feel like there's a chance I
Well,
could be
probably
accused of
fair.
doing that.
Just like,
You reckon?
My whole thing with that is why don't you just like do it, and if you do it wrong, so okay, like at least you've done it. And like my whole thing again, I'm on your side here. Like, how do you wrongly clean the shower?
I guess you
I
leave it
beg
pretty
your
dirty.
pardon?
But like, you know what I mean? Like if you throw some bleach on it, you know, a bit of like spray and stuff, like it's clean. Like what do you want from us?
Are you meant to clean the shower?
Oh my god!
You are a fuck.
Who are you angriest at now, Jan?
Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, we were going to Namestorm something.
Yeah, something.
So this is the
Idiots.
this is the email we received from Mick. Hey, Chocs, I've got a Namestorm request for you. A guy at work brought a banjo and a ukulele, and we need some name ideas. Love your work. Can't wait for the first real podcast when you're done with your practice. Well, Mick, you have come to the right place. Now, Jana, you play a very integral part in
good.
this
Okay.
episode. You haven't prepared Namestorms, I'd imagine.
I didn't know we were playing names.
Correct, yeah.
No.
So you everything's competitive on this podcast, so you're choosing your favourite
Great.
and what you think they should go with.
Great.
So, should we rattle through them?
Please.
For the banjo,
Oh, nice. How many? I had this conversation with Skin off air. Did you have more banjos or ukuleles?
I didn't know what either really were. Like, they're terms that I'm obviously familiar with, but I had to Google exactly what each image was.
Yeah,
and then
right.
I worked out that the banjo is what Taylor Swift played the song Mean on.
Yeah, right. And that's your favourite Taylor Swift song, and I know that about you.
I love
Actually,
it.
it's a banger, yeah.
Yeah.
What did she play? What songs did she play the ukulele on?
It's a great question, Skin. I'll find out later.
Okay.
Once I work out how to get a perfect game in 10-pin bowling. Got a bit of homework. All right. Oh, I feel like potentially I'm going to steal other people's, but I'll just go first. Banjo Patterson.
Obviously.
No
Obviously.
brainer.
That's just his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's a 0.
Yeah.
So just name the
That's fine.
banjo.
Someone had to say it.
You
Yeah.
did have to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just had one banjo one, and it was he swore that much they had to ban Joe.
Yep.
Good.
Excellent. So you got stretchy straight away. I do have one
all
in the
of mine,
stretchy category.
All of mine are stretchy tonight.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I had Vincent Banjo.
Nice.
Yes.
Really
Classic.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like it.
well done.
good. I had Banjo Wilfred Songer.
Nice.
Thank you. It's a tennis player.
Did he end up winning a major?
I
No, I
don't
don't think
know.
so. I reckon he got to Australian Open final.
Yeah. I remember watching him against Djokovic, but he didn't win. So I'd assume probably not.
Wonderful
But
melody.
still, he could have a banjo named after him as a runners-up.
Wonderful melody, that guy. Songer.
Okay.
Cool.
I also had Banjo Mama. Because that was my favourite
that?
joke. Remember when that guy sent that message in that said Joe Mama?
Yeah.
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 Yep, okay.
Just a classic, like your mum joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
Yep.
our mum's in the room, so she'd appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Nate?
Cool. Bangelina Jolie.
Good.
Thank you.
How many did you do tonight? Namestorms.
What have I got here? Maybe 7?
Okay.
That's good for you.
It's a fine number, and one's already been stolen, Banjo Patterson. So, I mean, hey, we'll be fine. We'll be out of here
Nice.
in no time.
Yeah. Did you know what the banjo is also called a mandolin?
I did not.
I'll Google
Is
that.
it the same?
So, what have you got?
Apparently. Yeah. Not to be confused with a mandarin, obviously, but a mandolin. So I had a mandolin warrior and mandolin and cupboard.
No.
Do you know what your linen cupboard is?
No.
No.
You meant to clean it. Do you want my last stretchy one for banjo? by the way?
Yeah, I'm on to ukulele
Oh, yeah,
already,
yeah.
so give us your banjo.
Okay, Jans, I think this is the winner for you, but I don't want to put any pressure on you. Hey, are you the lead singer? Yeah. Oh, where'd the rest of your banjo?
What is that laugh?
It was the laugh where I sort of wasn't really paying attention. I got the last little bit of it, and I'm like, yeah, good.
Yeah. So that's my banjo ones.
Nice.
Any other banjo? You got another banjo one?
Not specifically banjo. I had a couple general ones you could use anywhere. I had Strum Dog Millionaire.
Okay.
Shouldn't win that one.
No.
You don't reckon?
Well,
Nah.
it's just, it's good. It's
Oh,
very
okay.
good.
All right. I was happy with that. What about Pluck Norris?
Yeah, happy.
Yeah. better.
Okay.
I had
Nice.
Guitarra Reed as well.
Nice. That's a blast
like
from
it.
American Pie.
Yeah. Because they're like both kind of guitars-ish. They're in the family. Sort of like they're Wales, Dolphins, guitars.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
All right. I had the ukulele Tower of Pisa.
Excellent.
Okay.
I had ukulele Drennan.
Oh, so did I. Welcome back to the We Got the Chocolates podcast. I'm Ukulele.
It's funny. Funny.
Of course. I had, this hums actually now that I'm reading it again, but Bailey Smith.
No, happy. That's fine.
Okay.
Stretchy's fine. Yeah.
All right.
And he's topical at the moment, so well done, Skin.
Thank
Getting
you.
us on trending topics.
Ukulele and rhymes.
Yep. Good.
Yep.
Uh,
How many other Lee names are we just gonna stretch this into?
No, I'm happy to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Nuclear warfare.
Nice.
Wow.
Shorten it to uke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like
Should.
it.
You could do
Really
that.
like
So I
it.
also had Isaac Eukenton. Doesn't work as well.
I like
as
that a
British.
lot less.
What about Vladimir Yukon?
Every time.
I've also got, if we go straight to the stretchy ones, any diseases, doc? Nah, you clear from what I can see.
Nice. Good. Excellent. What about like in cricket, when a bowler ball's a good ball, just outside the off stump, you need to ukulele, leave that alone.
Very good. What about also in cricket, Chris Ukulele?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Not bad. I didn't
Yeah.
expect you to go there.
Thank you.
Not at all. Well, there's some pretty good
Well,
ones
that's
there.
it,
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't we doing this to Chris as well? Is that what his name? Mick.
We're
So
sending
close.
it to Mick. Well, Mick will choose his favourite, but surely Jana can help guide him.
Am I picking one for one for the banjo and one for the uke?
Yeah, I like
There's
that.
no such thing as a wrong answer.
Okay. Vincent Banjo
Joe,
is
yeah.
my favorite.
That's
Hell
smart.
yeah.
And I like the ones with Lee, the ukulele.
Nice. Classic.
Lee Drennan, probably.
Lee Drennan.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Bang.
I
Excellent
also
choices.
had, and I wasn't confident about this. Have you ever heard of the term Johnny come
Lately.
ukulele?
Yeah.
Sorry?
But Johnny come lately, apparently,
Yeah.
is the. What does that mean? That's like
It's a song, Johnny Come Lately. I'm fairly certain. Nate, have I got that right? Yell in the background. Thank you.
It is a song, but it's also an expression to say like someone that's just arrived.
Yeah, like fair weather Sally sort of scenario.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if
Okay, I
you
heard that.
if you jump on a bandwagon,
Yeah,
you're like a
yeah.
Johnny come
Lately.
or Johnny come ukulele. If
Yeah.
they're jumping on the bandwagon.
Okay.
Still doesn't win. But
Okay, nice.
Thanks for
Glad you
for
put it in
sharing.
there the last little bit.
yeah, me too. Very
you for
glad.
trying.
All right, now perfect partners. This is exciting, Jana, because
Oh.
this is where you will do your best work. I think
Oh,
it's
great.
where I would do my best work if I could find the jingle, but I think that's one of those ones that we add in post.
Did he send in voice notes?
Johnny Come Lately.
You'll probably hear my
I've
feral
got it.
children in the background.
No, it's actually. I think it's all clear.
Oh, great.
All right.
Maybe
Perfect
ratchet today.
couples or perfect partners? What do we call this segment? We've done it before.
It's your show, mate.
But it's now or never. Let's find out if our love's perfect. Doesn't that get you up and about, Jan?
Wow.
Do you know who sung that song originally? Not my version.
Easy. You've got
Oh,
it. It's really simple.
I know. Oh, Simple Plan.
Oh, well done.
Thanks for
good.
that.
That was like almost a game in that.
That was grade like
That was
11,
like a-
grade 11 house party sort
No,
of scenario.
dude, I would have been like, you're 7.
Yeah, but I remember I'm older than
Oh,
you.
yeah.
That
Sorry.
makes sense, yeah. That sort of checks out.
Sorry.
That's got Smirnoff Double Black written all over it, sitting in the corner with a comb over.
In grade 7 for yarns. Good effort.
Got to start somewhere. What was your first alcoholic drink, real quick?
UDL.
I'm going to throw one at you
Okay.
for the oldies out there. A West Coast cooler when I was about 13, I reckon.
They probably still would be magnificent.
oh,
They were
over
delicious.
ice. Merry fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is a
What were
West
you,
Coast
skin?
cooler?
Are you
I don't know
joking?
what that is either.
It was really nice.
Do yourself a favour.
still make it.
Actually, you know what? After the show, let's zip down. We'll just go to the pub and see if they've got one.
Okay. Sounds wonderful. See you there.
I'm going to say
On
they
a
won't
Monday
have
night.
one.
I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to say if we went down to the Montague, they'll have a West Coast cooler in the fridge.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And if I'll tell you what,
I reckon I'm a better chance of bowling a perfect game than they are of having a West Coast cooler.
I'll tell you what, we're giving them enough of a plug, and Michael's just pointed out, if they don't jump on board as a sponsor, I think they're idiots.
Well, they've had rocks in their head, basically.
Yeah.
You would have to at this point. I think this segment could essentially be put
Sponsored by West
sponsored
Coast.
by them, essentially.
Wow.
It's not.
Big
Just
call.
to,
Yet.
Yet.
Yet. What are we talking about? Skim, what you would have just bloody jumped straight to a beer, I assume.
Yeah, I had a beer.
I've never seen him drink anything else bar a beer.
You've only had beers
Yeah, pretty much.
in
Yeah.
your life.
Yeah, I just drink beers. And yeah, my first alcoholic drink was a beer. My first drink was probably water, but
I'd say it would have been milk, I would have thought.
Mate,
Are you aware of how parenting works?
that counts as
aren't you-
food. That counts as food.
maybe okay.
Okay, this is a different.
But like side note, even with the beer thing, remember that time we spent the night, like, we had 3 days in a winery, we were absolutely paralytic. It was 2:30 a.m. in the morning. We just had a gallon of Sauvignon Blanc. He had a fucking beer in the pool.
Yeah. We were at a winery and Skin says, what do you guys do in the way of beers?
I don't know. Is it a Gamay?
May I have a beer, please? Skid, that's a really funny pun. Obviously, I couldn't go.
No, we
the whole
couldn't, and
episode.
we're not going to tell any puns next week.
Anyway, stop taking the gloss off of Jana,
sorry,
you
mate,
guys,
yeah.
with your
Oh, no,
hilarious
I'm
jokes.
enjoying this. This is great.
Did I play the jingle for you, Jans, or do you want that again?
No, we did that one.
All
You
good.
did that.
Okay.
Nice
All
and
right.
simple.
So, Jans, I've written an intro for you so you know what's happening. A few
Great.
years ago, a friend of the show and fellow Redland Tiger, Aaron Parsons, would run Eloise and Skin through a game he called Perfect Couples.
Okay.
Now, the idea is pretty simple. I would ask, that part's not really relevant. I'm going to read out the questions and you need to guess what your partner's answer was. You're aiming to get the answers to match, right? Now, normally we'd get your answer pre-recorded and ask Matt what his thoughts were. But obviously in this occasion, it's more like reversed. As in, when I say normally, I mean the way that we did it was like I would ask you, Skin, and then we'd have Eloise's voice recorded. But Jana is now playing that role of answering what she thinks is Matt's best physical feature in the first case.
Oh,
And then
okay.
we get him to say, this is what I think Jana would say.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You
I
understand
get you.
what I'm saying?
I get you, yeah.
That wasn't my best explanation,
Not-
but it's a
not your
practice, right?
finest.
So, yeah.
289 times the charm, mate.
All right. So, Jan,
Yes.
what would you say is Matt's best physical feature? That is the question.
I
think I worded it as the most attractive thing about him physically.
really like his hands and his eyes.
Okay.
All right.
Spoiler alert. You guys aren't the best at this game.
Yet.
Alrighty-o. What would Jan say is the most attractive thing about you physically? It's tough to answer without sounding like you're into yourself. I think she would say my eyes or my arms, which is funny because I don't have like super muscular arms.
Got great
but
arms.
I have heard her say that before, which is funny. Decent booty as well, but I don't think she'd say that.
Decent booty as well, but I don't think she'd say that. And he's right. You
He's
didn't say that.
not wrong. He's not wrong.
It sounds
Look,
like-
I said eyes and he said eyes.
Yep. You said hands.
Arms are
connected.
close to hands.
I'm happy with that. I think.
He does have a great booty, but I couldn't say three things.
No, that's right. That would be like a bit. I'm happy to
Can't
give
be
that
the
a
complete
take it.
package.
No, well, I actually sent that to him. Matt wrote back incredibly fast, which is unlike him at times. He can leave you on red for days. And he loved the idea of this segment and said, "Oh, difficult questions to answer." And I was like, "Why is that?" He's just like, "Oh, too many good things for the physical one."
Makes me want to retract that.
All right. The second question I said to him was, "What is his weirdest habit?"
Oh, he has so many.
Well, he did also say that.
Oh, what is he going to say to that? Oh, he sings all the time.
Okay.
But like not in like an endearing way. It's like he will sing the same part of a song over and over and over again. So it's not even that he's singing the full song. It's like something will catch. I don't know.
Can I jump in? I think
Yeah.
it'd be weirder if he did sing the full song.
Really?
I prefer
Okay.
it.
Like if you like if you're just like wandering around the house, right, doing some chores and stuff, and you're going like verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. I think that's fucking weirder than just like singing the chorus over and over
But
again.
it's not the chorus. I'm saying it's a
Yeah,
single.
but I think that's
sometimes
I think
half
that's
a line.
way less
You want to
weird.
get
No,
a
it's
second
so
line. in
annoying.
there,
If you're busting out the
So
bridge
annoying.
to perfect by Simple Plan, I think you're
Yeah.
a bit.
What is
Nah.
the bridge?
No one knows. That's what I'm saying because no one sings it.
And no one's perfect.
True.
You're saying that.
No. It sounds like Matt. It sounds like
I
Matt
don't know.
is
I
physically perfect.
actually
I've
have no
seen him
idea
watch
what
the
he
whole
would
of one
say.
video.
He's quite quirky. He's got lots of little. Anyway,
Okay.
What did he say?
This is, and I don't want to talk this up too much. This is one of my favorite responses. Like, in terms of how many times I've clicked sound pads here on this roadcast, so great people again. This is one of the favorite buttons I will have ever pressed, I think, is this response.
What would she say is your weirdest habit? Could be a long list. I'm sure she probably won't say this, but I quite enjoy doing yard work pretty late at night. So like out in the
yes.
backyard pulling weeds, or I have like my backpack sprayer, like a bit like mixing in liquid fertilizers and stuff. So it looks a bit like Ghostbusters. And I like doing that oftentimes around like 9:30, 10 o'clock when there's not a lot of wind, and it's just a good time to do it. Which probably isn't the most normal thing, you know, when everyone else is asleep.
So weird.
I've got a head torch on out the back gardening, but
Yeah, it's Nick.
yeah, that's pretty weird.
Yeah, no, he does. That's very valid. And had I thought of that, I would have said that. But yeah, sometimes I'll be going to bed and our bedroom has these double doors that like look out onto the backyard. And I'll be laying in bed and I'll just see this little light from his headlamp just like floating around the yard as he's spraying something on it. It's,
That's what it reminds me of. That what's that movie where like everyone's got like one day where you have to like kill people? You know,
Oh, The Purge.
The Purge reminds me of The Purge, like the headlights with like the dark lights.
My favorite part about that though, that was probably went under the radar, was she probably won't say this, but it's like, okay, so you're literally just using this as a confession to tell us your weirdest thing.
He's like, I know
Not
this
one of
is
the
weird. Yeah.
Well done.
Phenomenal.
So I don't know. We probably can't give that one, but
Fair.
the last one that I asked
Oh, there's
was
another one.
one thing she wishes. Oh, sorry. What's one thing that you wish he would stop doing around the house?
Singing.
Well, I'm happy to lock that in.
Or that, but he leaves the garage door open all the time. Like the door to the garage, and our 1-year-old is obsessed with going in the garage, but it's a very hazardous place because it's very messy. That.
Let's lock that.
Yeah.
One thing she wishes you would stop doing around the house. You could probably change that stop to a start and the list would get long. A few random little things, like I leave the coffee machine pretty messy. That's standard. Most people do. Sometimes take the bins out, then I come back, forgot to put the bin bags in. Shocking at that. I leave the door to the garage open.
Bang.
And our 1-year-old always crawls in there and like picks up screws and stuff like that. That's not great.
Yes.
But maybe just being generally noisy. I feel like I'm often singing or yelling or rapping or just like making a loud noise for not really any reason, and that quite annoys Jana.
Oh, dude, it's the
Anyway,
worst.
probably none of those are right, to be honest. I feel like there'll be something else, but yeah, that's us. Thanks.
Well,
nailed that.
multiple of them were
Nailed that.
Multiple of them were right. Actually, that's
But yes,
big
he is like
correct thing.
he's the noisiest person I've ever met in my life.
Cody, if I remember correctly, was your Kathleen's thing that she thought was annoying about you that you just spontaneously yelled out?
Yeah, correct. But more not around the house. It's more like in like shopping centres and stuff like that.
What do
That's
you
even
yell?
better.
Just whatever.
He says, "How's that?" That was the exact. That was the example.
Like, you know how like, okay, I'll give you an example. Through like, you know, Coles where like the tannoy.
Yeah.
I'll repeat the tannoy, but like loud.
What's
in
a tannoy?
Like the PA system. Like, can we get an art check on one? You know, like and I'll like it. And I'll yell that across the shopping centre. Like, don't know why.
They are you?
What are the We Got Chocs paying you? We'll double it.
Wow.
Yeah, that like, I can't help that though.
No.
Like, there's absolutely nothing I can
Nothing
do.
you could do to stop that. Not a thing.
Yeah.
No
you just can't.
self-awareness
No,
there.
Cannot stop that.
I am really worried about you.
No, so Kathleen would just sort of like wander off. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one thing that didn't come up there, which I thought was a great story to throw this in. You and Matt invited myself and Rochelle, the girl I'm getting to know, around for dinner, which was wonderful. When you opened the oven that night, I think actually maybe you were preheating the oven.
I was preheating it.
And
yeah.
you said, "What is that weird smell?" And
This was just one disaster after another.
yeah, that weird smell happened to be the fact that Matt had baked cookies the day before. And
No.
no,
The week before.
the week before.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
see, that's unlucky. You can't do anything
Yeah.
about that. That's just bad luck.
So, and it wasn't Matt, it was me and Remy. Remy and I baked cookies. So what happened was we made sugar. This was around like Christmas time. We'd made sugar cookies and I made a bunch of trays of them. And then I think my son needed something, so I just turned the oven off when the last tray was in the oven and then never took it out. And then for some reason that week we didn't use the oven. We must have just used the stovetop.
Probably the air fryer.
Air fryer.
Yeah. And then
Great people.
Who's not got one yet?
Yeah, we do. We got it today.
Fuck yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And then Lee and Rochelle came over and I was preheating the oven. I was like, why does it smell like something's baking?
Burnt,
I haven't put
yeah.
anything in. Well, it wasn't burnt yet. It just smelled like cookies. Anyway, figured it out. Pulled the tray out, put it on the stove
Oh,
top,
that's right.
and then put the dessert in, whatever. We were all sitting chatting and I was like, now it smells like it's burning. Like, is something in the oven on fire? What's going on? Matt had left a burner on the stove top.
Oh,
so
and you've
I
put the
have
cookies
taken
on top.
the tray out of
Oh,
the cookies,
no.
put it straight on top, and it has burnt to a crisp. The cookies on top, they were like smoking at this
Oh
point.
my days.
The whole tray is like black on the underside, like absolutely ruined the tray.
They were still delicious though. I ate them.
No, we didn't. Don't lie.
Nah, but see, you would have though, because you're a fucking German.
I didn't even offer it to
Jana
him. I
didn't
just
offer.
chucked
No.
it
If
out.
you knew, I would have said
They
yes.
were like charcoal, and then
Because
the
normally
whole
what he would
house
do is he'd
smelled.
wander over and go, "Oh, what do these taste like?"
we got at Remy's food.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I have done that to Maggie though once.
Yeah,
that
I
was
know.
an accident. They were delicious.
Thanks. What do you got here, sweetie?
I wish that was not a real story.
I know.
But anyway, yeah, that was very embarrassing.
That's unlucky. You can't help that.
That's really unlucky.
Yeah.
It is a massive week of the We Got the Chocolates podcast because it's a game that was ruled out, left for dead, and I've brought it back, revived it with the help of you, actually. The game is Google Feud. Yeah, we're playing Google Feud. Come on, choose a category or two. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Yeah, playing it is cool. I will soon tell you all the rules, and you can play along with the crew. Yeah, we're playing Google Feud. You guys stop singing, okay?
Just.
That's layering 101.
But see what it is, though, right? It's just why I'm really rooting for you tonight. This game's good, more so we can get that in the episode a little bit more than what we have.
I agree. Jans, even you quite enjoyed that jingle. Well, from what I can tell of your body language.
Out. Sorry.
She took her headphones off. Anyway, that's Google Feud.
Like a defense mechanism.
Well, that's
I just shut down.
Fair. All right, well, don't shut down for the rules.
I won't.
Because you do need to know this. Now, the last time we played Google Feud was episode 264. It hasn't always been the most popular game.
What are we up to now? 287?
Yeah.
So
I, along with you as you are listening, our audience, have absolutely rescued it. So it is now multiple choice.
Ooh.
You're looking to lock in an answer that has the higher number of Google searches, right? Not necessarily the highest, but the higher. Well, it will be the highest of the options I've given you, actually. That's what you're trying. But it's not necessarily
You are
the
so
highest
good at
one.
explaining those.
No, it's weird the game didn't work.
Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think so. To clarify now,
Yeah.
if none of us get the highest of the options you've given, do we get a point for the higher of the three out of the three of us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Whoever gets the higher placing will get the point.
Okay.
Most certainly. All right. 5 rounds. There is a tiebreaker as well. Hopefully we don't need it because...
I'm not even going to write it down. I've just written me 5 down. I'm not going to write down.
Sorry. I was going to say, you do need to write down your answer so you can't
obviously.
steal off each other.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the deficiencies of the game. The first Google search that we are searching for, I typed into my computer, real story, this afternoon. I said, why are millennials so? And Google spat out some answers for me. Messed up, cringe, unhappy at work, or stupidly gullible.
Wow.
Were the 4 answers. So you need to write down, I guess, A, B, C, or D is probably my preference. If you want 1, 2, 3, or 4, it probably still works. I, or I, V.
Oh, the drip.
Who's read it? Skin, you're thinking about it a lot.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Messed up. Why millennials so messed up, cringe, unhappy at work, or stupidly gullible? Reveal your answers. Okay, don't yet, because Skin still hasn't written one.
I've written one.
Okay.
I'm thinking if I want to change
3,
it, but no, I can't be
2,
bothered.
1. Gode, can you say what you've said?
I said Michelle Seifer.
Which is unhappy at work.
Yeah.
I said A, which is
Messed up.
I said cringe.
Cringe, which is number 1. Jana, you have the point. Cringe was number 1. Unhappy at work, number 2. Messed up, number 3. Stupidly gullible, written by Lee. Not a real answer.
No, so we'd be gullible if we went for that one.
Correct.
Stupidly gullible.
All right.
Are we millennials?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
When's millennials?
I think it's anyone older than
89, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're so close, buddy.
I know, we were
Wait, you're
almost
not?
the other one.
We're 1990. Both of us are
1990.
1990.
But what does that make you?
Yeah,
then?
we're
Nah,
millennials.
are we?
Yeah, I think. No, we're not. Are we not? 81 to 96 is
Oh, we're
millennials,
right-
yeah.
right-
we're smack bang.
Oh,
we could be
no.
more millennial.
I'm arguably the most average millennial, I think. Right in the middle there.
Based on.
Are you 96?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 97. I'm the
So you're
very
the next
first
one.
of Gen Z.
Gen Z, what are you?
95.
So you're millennial with us.
Oh dear.
We're the
We're
same.
pretty much the same people.
We're the same people.
That explains a lot, Jana.
Jana, you're up 1-0 here.
So cringe.
You're at
So
1-0.
true.
Number 2, penguins are gay.
Oh!
Penguins are sometimes called umpires. Penguins are extinct, or penguins are mammals. These are the searches on Google.
Now.
Yeah. These are the searches on Google.
How do I want to attack this?
I typed it into Google, obviously, just recapping. And then these answers popped up in a specific order, which they're now trying to guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks as if everyone has locked in their answer. So reveal, Gode has gone
Michelle Seifer.
A for which was penguins are gay.
Interesting. I've gone D.
Skinner's gone D, which was penguins are mammals. And
A.
Yarns has gone to A, which is penguins are gay.
Yeah.
Skin, you are correct.
Come on.
Oh, well
Penguins
done.
are mammals. Penguins are extinct was the second top answer. Penguins are gay was the third. And penguins are sometimes called umpires was made up.
Shock.
Who would have thought?
All right.
Wouldn't it be umpires of someone called Penguins? You fuckhead?
Yeah. But it didn't really work for Penguins.
No issues. Play on.
All right. 1-1 between Jana and Skin. Question 3. Does Jana still have... This is a real Google search.
Interesting.
Oh, it's
Genuinely. I typed it into Google. Everyone can try it. That's a bit weird. You don't need to try it. Well, you can. This
Okay.
would be the correct answer. Does Jana still have a child, siblings, a baby, a boyfriend?
I mean,
Hmm.
I haven't had a boyfriend in a hot minute.
How long have you guys been married?
8 years.
Heavens above.
Yeah.
Is he a millennial?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the same age. Oh,
Older than
older. He's more millennial.
It shows.
You are
In his
an
hands.
imbecile.
Okay, Gode, you've already written all your answers, which is interesting.
No,
you
I haven't. I've
Sorry,
left
okay,
that. Yeah. I've gone Michelle.
Fill in the blanks.
Michelle Seifer.
You've gone C,
The
which
baby.
is a baby.
Also went
Skin's
C.
gone C,
I
which
said
is a
C.
baby, and Jana's gone C, which is a baby. All correct. Very well done. Number 2 was a child. Number 3 was a boyfriend, and number 4 was siblings.
Which one did you
I
make
don't
up?
actually have a boyfriend.
I didn't make
so
up any on that one.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
No,
you do have siblings?
I have a brother. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
Do you-
I
do you have a
don't
sibling?
need to make them up.
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Should introduce us.
2 of the seconds. Yeah.
Number 4. Should I go to
Oh, good.
the hospital?
Interesting.
Work with pink eye. Bed if I need to pee. School today. Lock in your answers as you were listening. Whilst our contestants also lock them in. Should I go to the hospital? Work with a pink eye. Not with just a pink eye. Work with pink eye.
Singular pink eye.
Yeah.
Bed if I need to pee. Or school today. A, B,
I'm
C,
so
and
confused.
D.
Bed if you need to pee. Just go
Surely you
pee
can work that
first.
one out yourself.
Yeah,
can't you?
that's
Like,
not a Google
who's-
question. Go pee. Then sleep. What
We got
do
like
you
6
mean?
month-olds typing this into
just
Google.
wee in bed.
Well, maybe that's why they...
There's always another option.
That's
Isn't
why
there?
they asked that. Okay. Oh, okay. Reveal.
I've put down the wee one.
Bed if I need to pee. That was C.
I've put down A.
You
I've
put
put
down
down
A,
A.
which is to hospital,
A.
and also to hospital from Jana. So I guess the point goes to Skin and Jana, but it was actually only the second top answer. The top answer was work with pink eye.
Oh, I nearly went that too. Not to work with pink eye, but like,
Bet if I need to pee, I did make up Gode, so that's almost a point to me.
lethal.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's one of the great Google searches. Does it make it? I've lost count here. Have you guys got everyone right? It's one. I would
think-
think
I
three
think
all.
they're
between
three
you
all.
two,
Three all, yeah.
And Gode's on one.
One.
Yeah.
And I got you a point as well.
Yeah, nice. Okay, question 5 then. Hopefully we get a winner. Lee Drennan.
Nice. Good.
We got the chocolates. Lee Drennan hair. Lee Drennan wife. Lee Drennan height.
Oh.
It's a
How tall are
fantastic
you?
game. You can't, you
One
can't tell me
what
this
are you?
isn't a good
What's
game.
your height? 174?
172 it says on my license, so probably
You are
167.
not 70. You are not 172.
No, definitely not 172.
That's a whopping 5'6".
I'm genuinely. I think 6 foot on my license. No, I'd be like 168.
How tall are you?
I think I'm 6'0", so whatever.
182.
182.
Are you the same?
I'm 176.
Oh, so I
Are
must be
you?
at least 177
Yeah,
then.
not quite 5'10".
That's me. I'm the same.
You feel short too.
Are we the
No,
same,
I don't
are we
know.
the same height?
I'd say
Maybe.
ballpark.
Oh.
Depends if he stands up straight or not. It's
Yeah,
a
my
posture
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
back's
it's a
pretty
posture
fucked, to be
thing.
honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm that fucking golf day carrying you fuckers all day.
True.
Okay. That's not Jana in that case.
Carrying her for the perfect game.
Is anyone
sorry
ready
for
to
the
reveal their
tangent.
answers?
Yes.
Lee Drennan, we got the chocolates. Lee Drennan hair. Lee Drennan wife. Lee Drennan height. Let's reveal some answers. I'm going to Jana first. Jana, what have you said?
Where's A?
You've said A.
Also said A, so I
Skin
believe
said
I said
need a
Michelle A for
tiebreaker.
as well. Yeah.
And you've said A. That hurts because it's a tiebreaker. Also, that was the bottom answer, so you couldn't be more wrong.
Really?
No way.
The
Wow.
top answer was Lee Drennan wife.
How's that going?
Still in process.
Still getting to know
Yeah.
the girl?
What is the process? What's the next? I need to do the next bit, which is where you
Get to know her really well.
process is what I'm
Yeah.
looking at next. Process. Whatever.
Enough said there, mate.
Yeah, this kind of sucks. It's only out of Jana and Skin.
No, I couldn't be happier, mate. I'll be honest with you.
No, but that was better, wasn't it? It's a better game. You've got
I
to
think so.
admit. Yeah.
I think so.
I've enjoyed it.
Okay.
For someone who doesn't go on Google, I'm really struggling with this game, but that's fine.
That's fine. You don't have to be good at all of them.
No, I couldn't be happier.
But could you help me? How the heck do we split a winner if these guys go the exact same option here?
I'm gonna be honest
No,
here.
really, the fastest. It's a fucking no-brainer. Write it down, reveal it, bang.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
does that work?
Write it down, reveal it.
Whoever reveals first gets
Yes,
that answer.
100%. Their answer, not reveals everything, but like their answer first.
But now I'm stressed about it.
What?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right, write it down, reveal it.
Tiebreaker round.
This is really not going to suit Skin very well, given the speed at which he moves usually.
Exactly, yeah. We walk, Skin, don't walk to your whiteboard.
Oh, yeah. How's that going? Have you practiced this week?
No, why would I? I'm happy with my walking speed.
Okay, here we go.
Slow walker.
I hate that.
Oh,
Oh,
mate, so slow.
sorry.
Yeah.
That is my biggest pet peeve.
Why?
Walk
What's it-
fast.
Why does it bother you? I'm not walking in front of you.
No, you're dead right.
Yeah.
Usually you're behind, actually.
Yeah, we've lapped you and we're not going to the same spot.
You're tall too. You have long legs. Use them.
Yeah, I have no excuse.
Yeah, I asked him where his anxiety was. Like where's your panic to be
Walk
somewhere?
so fast.
Yeah.
I have none.
Zero urgency. That's getting you late by 8 minutes. Oh, that's fun.
We left at the same time. Side note, quickly, I know this is making the game long. Michael and I, in Japan, got to the airport at exactly the same time as these guys, right? We were on the same cab, walked in, checked in at the same time. We got to the gate 40 minutes before them.
How?
I think we ate.
We ate.
Yeah, but we had Skin walking.
Like literally, like Michael and I checked in because we were on the same ticket. These two were on the same ticket. Checked in, got through security, ate, got through the next point of security, and these boys are finally going through, like, wandering through the first bit. We're sitting there just going like, I don't know how it's possible.
That's shocking.
It was intriguing.
That
I'm
is
not sure
amazing.
how it. Yeah,
We had 2 beers before they got, but by the time they got to us, like we sat down. Oh, that's a nice place to have a beer, and had 2 of them.
Wow.
the airport.
Yeah,
At least they made the flight. Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, we're 5 hours early.
because you travel
And
with
good
Gode.
thing. And good thing.
Oh, there's just so much I have to tell you. But anyway, don't worry.
Well, next month.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Patreon.
win this game
Next
first?
June.
Oh, yeah.
The tiebreaker round.
Yes.
How to build resilience. How to build a bridge and get over it. How to build a deck. And how to build an app. Oh, Jana's got in there
Jesus.
so early.
Well, okay.
You still got
We
to
can
guess.
reveal
If
yours.
you
Yeah,
don't
I've
have
written
the same
one,
one,
but I
okay.
just-
Jans, what have you said? How to
See.
build a deck.
See,
And
Wow.
Skin has gone how to build
this was a knee jerk.
An app.
an app. And in one of the great come from behind victories, I think, Skin, you have managed to
Well
win
done.
there with app being the second.
Oh, it wasn't even the first. Is resilience first?
A bridge and get over it, number 1.
Get
Really?
Grow up. Who's
whatever.
looking that up?
No, I made that up.
Yeah, good.
Resilience was number 1.
I panicked.
So, Skin, you have managed to get the chocolates. And I think go back to even with Gode in the Joe Daddy.
Oh, you weren't meant to tell her that because she was meant. Oh no, she didn't win.
No,
Doesn't
she
matter.
I didn't win.
So she didn't,
Yeah.
so she doesn't get it.
But I would have given my point to Skin. Sorry.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah. Skin's, you've liked Skin's energy. Man, these walking speeds.
He has bothered me the least.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah, that's fair, actually, because I said that thing about cleaning the shower.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was cooked after that.
No, I said that thing about the 10-pin bowling perfect game, which is ridiculous.
We have to test this. We have to
Fine.
test this theory.
No drama at all.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready over there, mate.
You're in for an X.
So much.
Someone will read it next. Yeah. Well, hopefully it's a good one. Nah, internet. You're a longer episode this time. But let's Jana on for a first
Sorry.
time.
And I've always said I don't care.
You have always
You
said
have
that.
always said that.
And that's the main criteria that we're
Yeah.
working to optimize towards.
We
is-
can go longer if you're willing to pay $8 a month.
We actually put out a survey at one point asking listeners what they wanted, and then we got all the responses back, and Gode said, I don't care. One of the great surveys.
Come and sit in this chair if you want some input.
You are a flog.
I'm obviously joking.
Obviously, we're
He's
joking.
not.
We are, mate, but this is a comedy podcast, honestly. What do they say? Bloody, don't listen to the fans, otherwise you'll be sitting with them.
I do say that. Yeah.
That's what they say. Anyway, this is a tweet from, I'm not sure. I don't care either. I went to the cinema last night. The man sat in front of me and had his dog with him. The dog seemed really engrossed in the film. When the film ended, I said to the owner, "This might sound weird, but your dog seemed to really enjoy that." Yeah, I was surprised too. He hated the book.
What?
It's so dumb.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever
So like he's got like Lord of the Rings, which is like a book adaptation.
I just like checking that I'm just not missing anything.
No,
It's just
you're not missing a thing.
No.
You're not missing a thing.
It's
It's
just
an
genuinely
anti-joke.
that
It's just a joke.
It's an anti-joke.
Right.
Well done.
yeah. It's funny.
Did you pick that?
Yeah.
Yeah, every week, mate. That's why we get
Well
lots of
done.
thousands of likes.
Okay.
Well done.
I've had enough for tonight, mate.
I mean,
Can you wrap it up?
All right, well.
No worries. I can wrap it up. Yeah, sure. Rightio. That's another episode of the We Got the Chocolates podcast complete. Now, we would love you to get in contact with us at We Got the Chocolates, wherever you are on social media, or the website, which is wegotthechocolates.com.au. Now, Skin, you usually finish with some homework, I believe.
I do. I've got a couple pieces of homework this week. Obviously, we've been raving about the hole-in-one video for months now, and it's finally complete if you haven't worked that out already. So make sure, if you haven't already, go watch it. And while you're there, buy the Who's Your Caddy t-shirt. It is only available until tomorrow as you're listening to this.
Are you
on
joking?
Thursday. Yep, just one of those little pre-sale numbers. So you've got like 24 hours now. So like,
Wow.
get over there, purchase one of those. It feels weird telling you what to do with your hard-earned dollars, but I mean,
Oh, it's just only if you want to support us.
Yeah, if you want to support us, that's the way to do it.
And if you don't want to support us, don't buy one. But you know,
That's true.
that's
That hurts.
But then you'll fail your homework.
yeah. That's so fair. No, nice, mate. Really good.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Jans, thank
Yeah.
you very much for being here.
Thanks for having me. Always fun.
That was fun. We've learned a lot. And we've got some 10-minute bowling to do. It's the main takeaway.
Yes.
You guys can start now.
And golfing.
And golfing. Perfect.
Hell yeah.
I've often said we should do a We Got the Chocolates Olympics, but we'll get to that once the next video's edited.
Are you inspired to go and do some maybe like gardening at 10 p.m.?
Put on your backpack sprayer.
Catching fucking Z's at 10 p.m.
Probably fair. Yeah. All right. Remember
else
to
you
get
got
out
for us?
and have a chin wag with a few of your mates this week. If you're in Brisbane, remember to come and have a Chocs
Nice.
chin wag on the 18th of July at Easy Times. That would be fantastic. Just before the Lions take on the Western Bulldogs, I think that night. But we'll be there. We look forward to meeting you. And if you're just having a general good time with your friends this week, then you're absolutely getting the chocolates. We'll speak to you again this time next week. And as always, good luck in the future. And that's time.